Hello, chat, how we doing? We got some more rain code. Basically continuing from where we left off last time. And yeah, a bunch of people are dead. We're being framed for murder. Why not? Let's just go ahead and get into things. And let's just start from where we left off. See where this gets us, what this mystery labyrinth thing is. To turn into like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh. This is something. Oh, I got a cool cape.
Where am I?
When we get this cool cape.
What do you think of my awesome powers? This is what you obtained in exchange for your memories, Master.
You did this, Shinigami? Is this why I made a pact with you? I don't understand any of this. Where are we?
Simply put, it's an alternate universe. It's got that kind of vibe, right?
An alternate universe.
You don't sound surprised. Come on, it's awesome! You probably think it's cliched, huh? Well, this isn't any old alternate universe. Check this out!
Like
Ta-da!
whatever.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth. It's a maze that materializes mysteries from the real world.
Uh-huh.
Materializes mysteries?
Unsolved mysteries become lost to time, right? Well, here, they actually take shape as a mystery labyrinth.
Persona Brain's just going, this is like a palace almost.
Now, this maze is the materialized form of the unsolved murders that took place on the Amaterasu Express.
This maze is the mystery?
I have the power
Don't
to
know how
interact with this mystery
people burning
labyrinth.
turned into this.
That's why we were able to come here in the first place. Anyway, Master, we're gonna beat the Amaterasu Express Massacre Mystery Labyrinth.
That's a handful.
What happens when we beat it?
In every case, there's a hidden truth, and we have to find the truth deep inside this mystery labyrinth. So, if we beat this mystery labyrinth, the truth of that case will be revealed. Naturally, so will the true identity of the killer. Now, let's solve this thing.
We'll discover the killer's identity too?
You couldn't solve it in reality, so we're solving it in this alternate universe. They're two sides of the same coin. But whether or not you discover the truth depends on the person entering the labyrinth. The more complex the mystery is in the real world, the more complex the maze will be too. Killers in real-world cases throw whatever obstacles they can at investigators, right? Those are also materialized into the maze, so this is gonna be a tough battle.
Oh boy, thanks.
So, you're saying there are traps in there?
Yep, looks like you're finally getting it. Now that I've explained it all, let's head into the dungeon.
Hold on. I don't understand any of this.
Seriously, you don't get it?
A mystery labyrinth is a maze based on a real mystery. This one is formed from the murder on the Amaterasu Express.
Yep, you're right so far.
So, if there's always a hidden truth inside a mystery labyrinth, if we keep going,
We'll
the
find it.
Amaterasu Express case will be solved?
Yup, you totally get it.
But then how are we gonna explain that to the police?
What? I don't get anything! This makes no logical sense!
Sheesh, this is why you're a benchwarmer detective. You're in an alternate universe and hung up on details.
Or is it just some sort of like magic thing, like, oh, once you beat the labyrinth, they know everything.
Of course I am!
Okay, I'll explain more about out how it works as we explore the Mystery Labyrinth. If you have any more questions along the way, stare at my boobs for 8 seconds.
I'm sorry.
That'll make all your worries disappear.
No, it won't! Please, explain everything now!
Relax, relax. I'll tell you in due time. Come on, let's go. Time to unriddle this Mystery Labyrinth. Sorry, I forgot to mention the important keys. Whoopsie.
There's keys.
Keys? You mean for opening doors in the dungeon?
Yeah, something like that, but keys in the Mystery Labyrinth are used to break through mysteries.
So, like evidence?
They're called solution keys, and they're essential to clear the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, where do I find them?
Solution keys are materialized clues for a case. Normally, you'd get them during the investigation. You kinda had to rush through the investigation this time around, so let's briefly review the case. For starters, try to recall all that happened on board the Amaterasu Express.
The Amaterasu Express? The Amaterasu Express is the only method of transportation in Kanai Ward. It's an automated, unmanned train with 5 cars. Its doors won't open while in motion, and windows are fixed in place. There were no stops before our destination, so the train kept moving until it arrived at the station. A monitor in the backup control room displays the operation log, and there was no record of the train stopping.
Here's your
I
solution
see.
key.
Well then.
So
This is just all our
a solution key.
Evidence.
But why did it come out of your mouth?
What do you mean? So I don't have to use my hands. I worked really hard developing this method.
You put thought into this?
So that's how words and events you think are clues get transformed into solution keys. Let's keep reviewing what happened in this case.
Alright, I'll do my best.
Oh, do I have to do something now?
The incident occurred inside the Amaterasu Express while it was still moving. Including myself, there were 6 master detectives on board. Aphex and Poochie's abilities confirmed there were no other passengers on the train.
And who died first again?
It was Zilch in the first car's infirmary. I noticed smoke pouring through the crack of the door, and looking through the window, I saw a knife stuck in Zilch's chest.
A knife?
The infirmary was on fire, so smoke quickly filled the whole
Are we gonna
area.
get everyone's corpses as
I
evidence?
hurried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge because it was locked.
Does that mean this was a locked room mystery?
Not really. There's a chance the killer had a duplicate key.
That's no fun.
Anyway, I broke the door's window and unlocked the door from the inside to enter the infirmary. By then, Zilch's corpse had burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, okay. We just get
I wanted
the
to alert
corpses.
the others, so I moved to the second car. But I found Melamie's corpse there. I think she was set on fire with the liquor in the dining car.
Ooh, a flambe! A human flambe.
Gonna get the
That
alcohol?
reminds me, something was off about car 2. Right before the train entered the tunnel, there was a strange shaking.
Isn't that from entering the tunnel? It's like air pressure. Wind stuff.
I don't think
And
that's how
there was
that
a
works.
blackout right after, although it only lasted a moment.
Yeah. What was up with that blackout? Was there one on the other side of the tunnel too?
No, when we exited the tunnel, there was shaking again, but no blackout. There was something else too. Something that happened when we were in the 4th car.
I wonder if that's a clue.
Blackout.
And the next corpse was the little girl in the 3rd car?
Yeah, it was Poochie, another burnt body. just like the first 2 cars.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a secret base thing in the third car?
Secret base
You mean
thing?
the backup control system? I remember
that.
something about that. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
You may have amnesia, but you've got a pretty good memory. Anything else you can remember?
I did notice that the backup control system was actually operating. And if the backup was on, that means the main system was down, right? What do you think about that?
Well, the train never stopped, so it doesn't change the fact that no one could get in or out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next, you found the geezer's corpse in the fourth car, right? He was also covered in burns. Was there
Wrong,
anything strange about that corpse?
He didn't have any external wounds, but he was holding the cell phone he uses for his photography ability.
Oh yeah, that useless ability. It's basically no better than a dash cam. Anyway, forget about the geezer for now. Don't want that old man smell haunting my memories. Next and
Yeah,
last is the
I'm
fifth
wondering
car. Come on, try to
if
remember.
Melanie was the one that poisoned everyone and then someone tried to get her. Like, put everyone to sleep, then set them all on fire, and then someone else got to her. Or I don't know.
The body we found in the 5th car was completely charred. It was impossible to tell who it was. But the necklace around the corpse's neck confirmed it was Aphex. We also discovered a stab wound to the chest. Also, judging by things like the plate on the wall, the 5th car appeared to be far more burnt than the other cars.
I'm wondering, does that mean that it started at the 5th car and worked its way up to the 1st?
Maybe the room ended up like that because the victim was on fire and running around trying to put it out.
Oh, and the blood on the interior lock of the 5th car's infirmary is an important clue, I think.
Uh-huh. So, I guess that does it for our review of the case?
Wait, there was something else. After the train arrived at the station. According to the Peacekeepers' reports, they all burned to death. But that part seems off to me. And they
Yeah,
also mentioned there
at
was a
least
knockout
someone-
drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car. Yeah, I think that's everything of note.
What a big catch! This should be enough solution keys to solve it.
But I still don't know how to use them.
Master, you worry too much. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours
Oh,
truly
okay.
is important too.
Or update 1 by investigating the case and moving the story along.
Sure hope you got all that down.
Good in the notebook.
Shinigami's
Alright,
tutorial corner.
Oh, skills. Because they can help you clear mystery labyrinths, acquire them by spending skill points. When your
Hey,
tank
Master,
rank
do you
increases.
need a power up?
Right in the ability section of the
Set
notebook
whichever
menu.
skills suit you best.
You're setting them, but it requires memory cost.
Time to head off in search of the truth. Let's solve this thing.
Well,
Oh, I
things
didn't know I could pause
really
things.
turn out fine.
Well, let's see. Wasn't this a colorful place?
So, this is the mystery labyrinth. It sure looks creepy. Hey, if we keep going, will we really get to the truth?
Come on, would I lie to you? I told you the deepest part of the labyrinth holds the truth, right? So, let's go. I'm so horny for mysteries right now.
For what?
You're... what?
Yeah, same.
How to write this down?
The mystery labyrinth of the past just goes on and on. We want until the scene plays out. Alright. Let's see, where can I get my menu?
Come on, pay
Abilities.
attention!
Weapon
You better not be skimming
skills.
over this.
Effective rank, detective points, and effective skills when they're
Hey,
set.
Master, do you need a power-up?
Be acquired by picking a skill mass you want and spending SP.
Set whichever skills suit you best.
Alright. Let's see. Do I have that? I do! That increases stamina by 100. I can only have 4 at a time. Shortens the assist abilities recovery time. Move one solution key. I think I'll be fine for now. This is probably like health. Yeah, I'll get it. Vitality 2, Vitality 3. This one requires 2. I think I'll be okay for now. I don't quite know about
If you're that lost, why not check
that
your notes?
stuff. Okay. Alright. Oh, what is this thing? Probably one of those, like, puzzle things. Does it just keep going? Okay, there we go. Hey, Firebrand! Hello,
Did something
welcome!
move just now?
Something's been moving, my guy. Yeah, I got rain code. Got it, I think I got it, like, last week, but... Oh wait, no, I got it Monday, but... Yeah, I had to order it off of GameStop, because apparently they didn't have any physical copies until recently, so...
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cue.
What?
Ooh, is that a monster living in the mystery labyrinth?
They're not exactly monsters. You are part of the mystery labyrinth itself. They're what materialize the mysteries. You have no intelligence or autonomy. All they do is manifest the mysteries in the labyrinths.
Okay.
But since you are here to defeat mysteries, they're kinda like obstacles.
So in other words, they're the enemy.
Of course, as a detective seeking the truth, mysteries are your greatest enemy.
Uh-huh. So where did it go? No, we were just back at the beginning, right? Oh, there we go.
What is
Oh,
that?
hello. Oh, you're a lot of guys. I see. You are a guy.
What the? There are monsters here!
That's
like
a
the-
mystery phantom.
Top guy.
A mystery phantom? What's that?
I told you that cues make mysteries materialize, right? Well, if there's someone in the real world trying to interfere with the case, that person also materializes. That's a mystery phantom.
Interfering with the case?
Hey, doesn't he kind of look like Swank of the Peacekeepers?
Yeah.
If the
That's what I was gonna
peacekeepers
say.
are tied up in this, then maybe this incident has something to do with Amaterasu Corporation.
You're the culprit.
Huh?
Well, that's an interesting effect.
Since all the other
we're
passengers
in
on
an
the train
arena.
are dead, you're the only one who could have done the crime. So you're the culprit. That's the truth behind this case.
Master, he's trying to frame you to bury the case. If you can't get past this, you can't reach the truth.
What do I do? Should I just run away?
No. What did you
Detective
not
doesn't
just
run
hear
from a
her?
mystery. You gotta defeat him.
Defeat him? How?
Punch him.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Huh?
Just say, I am.
I am!
Oh, okay, ma'am. Are you going to fuse, or what's going on here? Sword.
What?
Cool sword.
Sword?
I call it the Solution Blade. It's a sword with special powers to affect things inside the Mystery Labyrinth. Use that to boom kill the Mystery Phantom. Let's do this!
Whoa, slow down. How do I use this?
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Anyway, damage you take here is nothing to sniff at. It's not like an injury in the real world, but still. The more and more your mind realizes you've been hurt here, oh boy, you'll wind up brain dead. It'll be game over, time to start from the beginning again. No one wants that, so you'd better be super careful.
You're confused when you first saw that scene. Yeah. I mean, Shinigami is pretty, very sus.
Come on, pay attention.
Yeah. Santa! Oh, so that's our health. I was right to get more of that, probably. So this is the reasoning deathmatch.
I'll tell you a Mystery Labyrinth secret.
Mr. Phantom will attack.
Dodge,
Statements.
dodge, dodge, dodge.
Being hit by a statement means taking damage. Move up, down, left, and right.
Come on, pay attention.
The statement at the very last second becomes a daring dodge.
Don't you forget.
Rebuttal. Your successful daring dodge is based on the max amount you can dodge in one cycle.
Don't let any shady statement slip by.
Flammable statements give you the chance to counterattack. This might contain a contradiction /2 with the solution blade.
Master doesn't make mistakes.
Contradiction, you gotta
Right.
pick the right solution
Right.
key. Resetting the solution blade this time. And contradicting a flammable statement. And slash it.
Slash those suspicious
Each
statements.
statement containing a contradiction with the right solution key, you'll destroy and damage the mystery phantom.
Oh,
Wrong solution key or missing the timing means taking damage. Alright.
No need to draw this out. You're the culprit behind this case.
Ah, I see.
You murdered 5 bastard detectives. That's the only explanation. Everyone else is dead. You're the only one who could have done the crime.
Oh,
I'll slash through this mystery.
I think I got that. That's right.
No! There's no way I could have done it!
I wasn't conscious the whole time because I drank the drugged coffee in the dining car.
It's no use.
Yeah.
Your deduction is wrong.
One of the two detectives' lithography image.
Whole time.
Remove keys will change between RDMs, collect solution key.
You better not be skimming over this.
Y solution key window. Okay. And Zeal's the switch. Yes, it was.
Ridiculous. You're the culprit. You knew it was drugged. That's how you avoided being knocked out. The other detectives were drugged. And you went around killing them all. You're busted. You took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Drink the coffee, I didn't know it was drugged, and wasn't pretending to drink it.
You were out the whole time.
Alright, so this really is just Danganronpa. You really have
You're
to.
the culprit.
You knew it was drugged.
Okay, you can fast forward.
The other detectives were drugged. And you went around killing them all.
Oh, busted. You took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
There we go.
This is the truth.
Zange's photography footage showed me drinking the coffee. That proves I wasn't faking anything.
How do we defeat him? Cool. Because it really was just the tutorial.
Did I defeat it?
See? No matter how weak you are, things will turn out fine, as long as I'm here.
He tried to frame me as the culprit.
Guess that's what Amaterasu Corp is doing. They want to set you up and call it a day. That's
mean,
why
they
the
did-
peacekeepers barged in as soon as the
They
train
don't
hit
really
the
like
station.
having
They probably
the
planned
detectives,
this.
do they?
So they knew what was going to happen. Then the culprit works for Amaterasu?
Or someone hired by them. Either way, the peacekeepers want to hide who did it.
So the reason Control Headquarters didn't respond to the emergency calls was because of Amaterasu.
Probably. Now that we know what they're aiming for, we're one step closer to the truth. Let's keep this up and unriddle this mystery labyrinth so we can get to the truth.
You're awfully casual about this. My life is at stake here.
Yeah, she's very casual about pretty much everything, isn't she?
I understand now that the mystery labyrinth is the case's mysteries given shape. But what do you do here, Shinigami?
How are we to set this to auto? Hold on. Control. Ah, L button. Okay. There we go.
Simply put, I'm the one and only cutie that can directly interact with the mystery labyrinth. The progress you've made in the mystery labyrinth and solving those mysteries here, it's all thanks to me.
How are you able to do this?
I don't know what to tell you. I've always been able to do this, so I forgot how.
Okay.
More importantly, you got drugged and knocked out. You are so pitiful, Master.
Not like we knew.
No wonder you're waddling around like a toddler.
I thought I was dizzy because I've got this weird ghost thing haunting me.
Huh? Making a pact with me won't make you dizzy. That just reduces your lifespan by a lot.
But okay, thanks.
You're kidding, right? Right?
Anyway, who
Like
do
that
you think is
one
the
meme.
culprit, Master? Do you have any guesses?
If the drinks were drugs in the dining car, the culprit must have been on the train before anyone else.
Could have been.
So then all you have to do
Melanie.
is ask around and figure out what order everyone got on board. Oh, wait a minute. You can't! Because they're all dead!
You aren't taking this very seriously, are you?
No, she's not. Really is not. Why is this just one long corridor? I believe this is just because it's a tutorial labyrinth and not what it's gonna be like the entire game.
This place.
Oh.
Whoa. The path is forked in two. Which way should I go?
This fork in the path is also a materialized mystery, so you should know which way to go if you solve it. First, let's clarify what mystery this is exactly.
Uh-huh. How do you
Maybe
do
Cocoa
that?
for Cocoa Puffs.
Like this.
Just a little more. Ooh, sight!
Huh?
Oh! Uh-huh.
Ah! Blood! Blood!
You're fine.
Quit overreacting, Master. This is a mystery labyrinth. It's fine. Anyway, take a look. I used the blood of the Truth Seeker as a conduit to expose the mystery blocking the path.
Is the culprit one
Is
of the
that
6 on the
a
train?
question?
That's the mystery standing in your way. You just need to pick the right path and head on through.
6 on the train. It must mean the 6 master detectives, including me, right? If I don't think the culprit is among the 6 on the train, then I should take the right path, which says no. But if I think the culprit is one of the 6 on board, I need to take the left path that says yes. Which is it?
There's only one truth.
You're gonna see different forms inside the mystery labyrinth. I mean, if it wasn't us and everyone else is dead, it could be it was someone else entirely. But at the same time, I still have a feeling it was like one of them killed the rest and then something killed them or they killed themselves or something like that. I don't know. Probably not. That's what I'm gonna say. Can I?
So,
Is the door-
you think the culprit is not one of the 6 on the train, right?
Yes.
Right here!
Ah, guys. Was that the
That hurt.
wrong answer?
What are you doing? How many times are you gonna pick the wrong answer?
There
Time
was
for a
someone on the
do-over.
train.
Fine.
And I guess then it's yes. Maybe my theory is correct.
So, you think the culprit is...
Yes, yes.
Right here!
Okay, let's go.
I didn't know if it was like days beforehand. When someone was
Can I go
secretly
through now?
on the train or something.
You got it right? Radical, Master!
You're making fun of me, aren't you? The other one is wrong, so this is obviously the right answer.
But yeah. Now I have to discern why.
Again? Why? I thought this one was the right answer!
It's trying to bury the truth again! Go get him, Master!
Alright, let's try this again. Moni's in the math.
Your deduction is wrong. Other than the 6 on the train, you must have had an accomplice.
Oh,
You two committed the crime. In that case, it all fits. Even if you couldn't do it alone.
we were the only
It was
ones on the
possible
train. Where's
with
the
an
other one?
accomplice.
Math.
You created an alibi for yourself. By drinking the coffee and knocking yourself out.
Right.
The accomplice murder happened even while the culprit slept. What else on the train besides the 6 of us?
Your deduction is wrong.
Other than the 6 on the train, you must have had an accomplice.
There we go.
This is the truth. Two master detectives used their abilities to prove that only 6 people were on the train. If it was only one person, they could have been lying or an imposter. But 2 of them means there can be no mistake.
There we go. Who's with one another,
Your
but
reasoning is completely off.
Peacekeeper death report, operation log.
What good does that get?
Let's see. It's all burned to death. And did not stop once. I'm gonna say
What do you even do?
that one.
Your accomplice
Probably.
just wasn't there when those 2 checked. But came aboard after that.
So we can't jump on for that.
While everyone was knocked out, you secretly stopped the train and let your partner board.
What?
And together,
Okay,
you
I
committed
see.
the crime. This way, there's no contradiction.
Would it be that? Okay, no, yeah. It does have to be the first one.
Right.
What good does that testimony? The windows don't open. While everyone was knocked out, you secretly stopped the train and let your
There
partner
we go.
board.
I'll slash through this mystery.
There we go.
The backup control room's operation log showed that the train never stopped. And the doors won't open unless the train stops. So it's impossible for someone to have gotten on during the trip.
Damn.
Another round or nope, okay. You know it's only
Looks like
gonna
you're getting the hang of this, Master.
get harder as this goes
Learn to
on.
ruthlessly cut down any who stand in your way.
You make it sound like I'm the bad guy here. Hey, I was wondering, if the Mystery Labyrinth is trying to block people from seeking the truth, wouldn't it reject my answers, even if they're right? Or maybe the questions themselves could be lies.
I need to make it
No
fair.
chance. A mystery labyrinth has no self-will. It can't lie or create things not based on the real-world mystery. This place is a direct manifestation of a mystery. You can always progress as long as you keep solving it.
That's fair of
In that
it.
sense, the labyrinth is fair.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
won't cheat you.
Literally what I just said.
I see. That's a relief.
By the way, about the culprit being one of the 6 of you, how could the culprit commit the crime when all the other passengers besides you were dead?
One of them did it first. And then they either did it to themselves, or it happened to them before the others could die. I'm still thinking it could be Melanie at this point, because she made
Another
the
fork
coffee.
in the road.
She offered
This
the
is how we
coffee.
reach the truth. It reflects how problems are really solved, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know if I've ever actually solved a mystery on my own. I don't remember it all.
Doesn't matter. You just need to solve the mystery in front of us.
Was dead, so how did the culprit pull it off?
Say,
Doing all the heavy lifting, killer, mystery
Yeah.
labyrinth guide. Was dead, so how did the culprit pull it off? Let's see.
you definitely want to remember this.
Let's see. Vulture's corpse. Your body is burnt. He was the only one we actually saw alive. Body is burnt, but enough of the face remains to recognize her. Corpse. How your body is burnt. Enough of the face remains. Enough of the face remains. You're beyond recognition. Be a stab wound. Yeah, they either could have. Nah, what are you
Come on.
thinking here?
Huh?
They'll think about the opposite door. So are you helping me, or there's no secret third option, right? Yeah, no. I mean, if that's what you want me to
I
choose.
got it.
Okay.
Master, leave this to me. This has to be the right answer. Follow me.
Hey, wait!
Oh, okay. Speaking of detectives, you were playing Detective Pikachu lately.
The
Preparing for
culprit
the
just played
sequel,
dead.
are you?
Because if they did commit suicide after the crime, they'd be dead right now. And that's no fun at all.
That's your reasoning?
That's your reasoning? Wait, what's
Same.
this chain?
I told you we share mind and body. The chain is proof of that. Our relationship can never be broken apart.
That's terrible!
Please, you should consider yourself lucky you're being haunted by a cutie like me. I'm so tired. I pulled you up here, so you can walk the rest of the way yourself.
I didn't ask you to do that.
Alright, cool. Thanks, I guess.
So you think this path will lead toward the truth, right?
Aside from the new Detective Pikachu, yeah,
No idea.
that one's been like
This is
a
a
few
labyrinth.
years
It's pretty common to
since
encounter dead ends.
announced. Technically announced, right?
Whoa,
That was like-
watch out!
Right after the first one came out, or
You see?
sometime
What did I tell
after.
you? Dead end.
Don't sound so proud of yourself. You chose this path, Shinigami.
I'm just wondering if it'll
Hmm.
be like
It's a
the
dead
movie,
end?
or if it'll
Maybe
end
the
up a
culprit wasn't just playing dead.
entirely different.
I searched all 5 bodies, and they were, without a doubt, dead.
Oh, so the answer isn't play dead. Let's turn back.
Can we?
You changed your mind already?
Exploring all possibilities is an important part of beating a mystery labyrinth. awesome.
Unless... Well, if it isn't, then... I'm saying maybe one of them could have
By the way,
lied about their
I did say
ability.
I can guide you through the mystery labyrinth.
Is that it could have
I'm
been...
not that good at solving mysteries.
They could hide their heartbeat or something.
You could have said that a little earlier.
I just want to help.
Hide
Like
their
when you rely
vital
on me,
signs.
Master.
Anyway, what's
Illusory
going on in the
magic
real
or
world
whatever.
while we're in the mystery labyrinth?
Time has stopped on the other side. We're sort of set apart from the normal flow of time while we're here. In other words, you're still surrounded by peacekeepers.
So if we return without solving the mystery, we'll just be captured.
Ooh.
As a result, this murder case will remain unsolved and linger in people's memories as a serious crime. Naturally, this mystery labyrinth will also survive. And that creates an even bigger problem.
Which is?
Leaving a case unsolved means that it will go down in history that way. The more bizarre a mystery is, the more it attracts people's interest. And the more people rack their brains about that mystery, the bigger the mystery labyrinth gets. Eventually, the mystery labyrinth would gain enough power to start affecting the real world. It
Oh.
would implant insidious ideas into people's minds, creating more murderers and, in turn, new mystery labyrinths.
How fun.
Labyrinths can create endless cycles. That's why it's best to cut it off as soon as possible.
It sounds way more daunting than I thought.
So could a labyrinth... If there's a labyrinth and it causes another person
We're finally
to create a
back.
new labyrinth,
The other route
would
is
that
commit
labyrinth
suicide after
have
the
to
crime.
be
There's no other
solved in the
option,
process
so
of
it has to
solving
be
the
the
other
right answer.
labyrinth? I mean, probably not, because it would probably just have to do with the crime itself, but if everything stems from it, who knows?
Careful.
Ooh, fancy
But to
corridor.
commit suicide after the crime would mean... After killing the other four, the culprit killed themselves, right? Is that really the right answer?
The mystery labyrinth's routes represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, then it's the only possibility. I think the only option left is the culprit off themselves. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
It's either gonna be Aphex or Zilch, because they were only ones with the knives, and there was the blood in card 5.
What's going on here?
Minecart!
This is part of the mystery materializing. You just need to solve it. Come on, Master! Concentrate! Come on,
Chances are it
concentrate,
was
concentrate!
Aphex, because blood seemed a lot more fresh and during this incident. The culprit.
If the culprit committed suicide after the crime, then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Right, because they wouldn't be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already. Nice work!
It was like quick time, but with more thinking.
Come on, let's try again!
Who set fire to the dead culprit? The culprit?
Must be it! Of course! The person who started the fires must be the culprit.
All 5 burned to death, so the culprit who died last totally burned themselves.
Donkey Kong Country minecart.
Come on, let's try again!
Last person to be burned to death. hate that.
This way! We're gonna crash!
Or wait.
Come on, let's
What-
try again.
Was it Zilch? Yeah, he's the only one he actually saw
Then
burn.
set themselves on fire. His Zilch!
Bingo! You did it, Master!
Oh yeah, because he had the knife in
But you
him.
know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't
Who
we discover
knows?
his body first?
According to the Peacekeepers, the victims all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet. If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that. Although, everyone else we found after him had already died from burns.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses.
That would explain why 5 is most burned.
Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit, but he committed suicide, huh?
The door!
I guess that's that section done.
Whoa!
Let the minecart roll into
worked?
nowhere.
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah.
Oh, goal!
Is
Probably gonna
that
be a
the
final
end of it?
boss, huh?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought. What's wrong, Master?
Too easy.
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
It does? You think so?
Ah! What's going on?
Just because the other 4 and then set
conclusion?
fire to himself.
Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people dying. Well, I hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
Wait.
It still feels
Mystery labyrinths
It is
contain
not.
all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
too easy.
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You've
You're
already
gonna force
affected my
me to break
judgment.
it?
I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
Break it with your sword. Open or demolish? Demolish.
So it was fake! It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail!
Big guy.
You said it just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
Alright, cool, another round. What do I got this time?
I wonder if Master can even make snap
I
judgments.
throw out noise, struck your vision, get in the way.
Are you gonna
Or
remember?
nose
all
just try the big
this?
as a bonus.
Sure hope you got all that down.
A is slash that. Nathan corpse and Melamie's
The
corpse.
culprit must be Zilch. Reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
What's immolation mean?
If you think about it, it's an easy case to solve. 4 murders, 1 suicide. That's the truth behind the case.
It feels like we're getting to the heart of this case, but something about this whole thing is bugging me.
Yeah.
It was awful when we found Zilch's body.
The culprit.
It's deeply embedded and could certainly have caused a fatal wound. Turned to a crisp, but the face is still barely recognizable.
Must be Zilch. Reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one.
Here, let me just look it up. I don't know what immolation means. Will offer as a sacrifice, especially by burning. Aha! Aha!
Who could have done the crime?
There we go.
He burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
This is the truth.
There we go.
No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat. Fine. I'll answer you.
Alright, blessings on interior lock, coffee, and dining
Why
room.
was the knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out. He stabbed himself so he would pass out easy. Then set himself on fire. Dying by fire is a painful way to go. He wanted to make it less painful. The culprit has to be Zilch. He committed suicide by self-immolation.
Okay, so that makes me think it was the coffee. I think that was the knife because
That's
no other
true.
way to knock himself out.
Why was the knife stuck
Yeah,
in the
okay.
body? It was to knock himself out.
I'll slash through this mystery.
There we go.
If his plan was to fall unconscious, he would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
Cool. That means it was
See,
someone else.
So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeepers said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different. To me, it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no reason to do that.
Go, Rob.
If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So, you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Are we gonna go back in time?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
We're gonna go back in time, aren't we?
This is all for you, Master! Ready, Master?
Huh? Wait!
Oh, we just get the crime scene.
Ow! What's going on?
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth. This is my super cute special weapon. See, if you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long.
But we only have a certain
Not until
amount
the
of
pain in your
time.
head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Got it. I'll hurry.
Have a time limit. There's a recreation. Cushion.
Huh? This cushion. Was it always there? Also, it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It was made by something sharp. What did this?
I wonder if it was stabbed into the blanket.
Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may have seen it, but forgotten. That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But
Though
it is
the
in
knife
your
was
memory,
probably
so
stabbed
you can use it as a
into
clue.
You can do
the
that?
pillow instead
You're
of
incredible, Shinigami.
his chest.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
Burned blanket.
This blanket is mostly burned, but some parts near the knife are unscathed. It doesn't look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be?
Huh. Oh, is that all we get? I guess it is just a
Oh,
tutorial.
it's fading. I guess the pain is starting to go away too.
Looks like time's up. Well, did you find anything?
It's not
Yeah,
truly.
I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery. Well, if you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
It's for when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, barrel! Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna expose the truth together! What?
Truth is hiding somewhere in the letters on the side of the barrel. Really, to read the question and knock out the letters in the right order.
The correct answer's somewhere inside your
Knock
head,
the letters
Master!
out in the right order. Be imbued with the power of truth.
Master, it's time for the solution key!
The solution key flowing around the barrel will give you whatever hint comes to mind.
Don't you forget!
Solution keys you can't get hints from.
Are you ready to play the
Alright.
Shinigami puzzle?
Oh, so it's basically like fill in the blanks.
Tick tock, tick tock.
I see.
Great! That's right!
Alright.
That's
I
right!
guess this one is just easy because it's the first one. Alright, just shoot lasers. Sure. Treasure chest.
That's right. When I saw Zilch through the window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest. But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed.
How is it still on
That's
the
why
body?
the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us.
Hello. Okay, so that's...
It's a new solution key.
I
If
see.
it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us. That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeeper's report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Which means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now. Let's hurry back!
Hey. We can open new paths. Yeah, that's cool. Gives you... Let's actually go back. Explore, I guess. Not really explore, there's
What's wrong?
not much to explore in here.
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
Wow, okay.
Some guide you are. Besides, you're not even walking.
I despise effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way. Oh, I know! I have a convenient
Fast travel.
transportation method, thanks to my awesomeness. It lets us go anywhere you've been before. Now is the perfect time to use it.
The Zom ABC? What does any of this mean? You think?
A mysterious force is blocking me from casting this spell.
What the?
I see.
That spell will let you escape from within a labyrinth, but you can't use it inside the mystery labyrinth. Anyway, time to pick again.
Okay.
Sure.
Guess it's Zom then.
See? Super easy.
Yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
Drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
Ah! Okay.
My lifespan?
Thanks.
Again?
So we've passed through how did the culprit pull it off junction and have taken the played dead turn again. Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Sure.
Solution keys are important
It's a
to
culprit
solving
played
mysteries.
dead.
We're gonna expose the
Solution key
truth
that answers the question in
together.
front of you. Red herring. Woohoo!
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself.
Oh, okay. Hi, butterflies.
A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
Well, maybe later.
Do not entertain her.
We opened the played dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Do they have some special
Save the
power?
fun for later.
Like, once the Mystery Labyrinth is destroyed, they have to admit the truth.
The ground! It's falling apart!
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Whoa!
Wasn't this fun?
Master, you better concentrate!
Oh boy. Thanks for snapping my neck, I guess? Was you? But was what you saw through the window actually Zilch? No. I'm like doubting myself. Okay, so I guess it was yes.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with the knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real Zilch.
It's burnt corpse and car 1 actually Zilch. Yes? Okay, cool, fine, thanks. Guess it wasn't.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
Was that Aphex? After? You give me these options, I'm gonna second guess myself.
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
Oh, and because Aphex didn't have
I get it. The
any of
fire
his face
wasn't only there to show
recognizable.
he died from burning. It was also a smoke screen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Television screen. Persona 4.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Probably in
Because the room was
one of
filled
the
with smoke,
cabinets.
he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
Yeah, but
He
under the
needed
bed
to
or
get
in
to
like
the
a
body as
cabinet.
quickly as possible. Only one place makes sense.
Oh, is that
This
why?
Suspicious. I've searched every nook and cranny.
It's about where the icon
Master doesn't make
changes.
mistakes. Right? Right? Right?
I'm thinking it was probably under the bed.
Here,
Like on the
that's
opposite
it.
side of the
The
bed.
burnt corpse was hidden right there.
Yeah, someone told me that's not it.
Hey!
Getting dragged away!
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet. Hurry! Let's speed it up!
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket? So
I was gonna say under the
that
bed
four-eyed
itself, but
detective
okay.
was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Was Aphex's bed or the other infirmary bed like flipped up because
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it.
I
That
see.
way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must
Probably
have been
under the
someplace with
bed.
easy access, which must mean under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Yeah.
Which means if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
Probably from one of the
That
other
corpse?
cars.
Well, Ah! Again!
Man,
I
this just
won't
keeps
let you
going
go
on
any
and on.
further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
I will not!
Hey, let's try this. Or let's do this again, rather.
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist
Using
after all,
assist, your partner
Master.
inside the mystery labyrinth will help
This
you
could be
out.
the clincher.
Mr. Phantom's statement won't inflict any damage. Should take a closer look at what they're saying. Which's corpse, Apex corpse, and
I
Zange's
won't let you
corpse.
pass. Enough of your nonsense. You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
That's weird. That's wrong.
This is the truth.
Because that one was completely burned, as opposed to the other ones.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Ah, damn it! How could someone like you find the truth?
Oh, is that it? okay, you just explode. Awesome. Ladder.
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Gator.
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the first and fifth cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green.
Really?
I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
Not what I'd say, but okay. Ghost train.
Zilch?
Oh, hi.
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
You said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
Are those shakes for like every single time we get doubted? This is a cool looking place. Railway into space! Oh boy, what's this?
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that
Moving
needs
body
to be
from
solved.
car 1 to car 5, the culprit. Would have had to move through the train. That would have been when I was knocked out.
Thinking about it rationally, we have to assume that they carried the corpse through the train.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible.
Okay, boy,
Impossible.
calm down.
Impossible.
Oh. You sure are a guy.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill him so hard, his relatives get bruises!
Let's go. Background shaking, cushion with hole.
A body can't get from car 1 to car 5. Just think about it. The train's halls are quite narrow. The corpse is heavy enough as it is. Lugging a corpse through that hallway, you would certainly have noticed. That means your deduction is all wrong. I'll say it once more. You cannot transport the corpse from car 1 to car 5.
That's true. Plus, when we investigated the private rooms, we kept the doors open for security. If someone had passed through the hallway, I probably would have noticed.
They would have had to sneak past me, too. There's no way anybody got through that corridor.
If we're certain nobody used that corridor, then the corpse must have been brought in from outside the train, not inside. If so, the culprit would need to be able to pass by us without being noticed.
Yeah, the blackout.
What are you mumbling about? Just admit that your deductions were utter nonsense.
Background shaking, cushion with hole.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
Oh.
This is the truth.
There we go.
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2
I
and
just
car
noticed
4.
his little cowlick
When the blackout occurred and the shaking
changes
started,
during his
I'm certain
expressions.
something else happened in the train.
So it looks like a question mark. That's
Maybe
kinda
it
cute.
has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid. So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the shaking and the blackout.
Store plate. Stored in usual manner. Resembles the original form. Blanket was placed over the corpse. Operating for some kind of malfunction.
They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
Carefully calculated crime really be all a coincidence. And all of it.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences.
Let's see. Yeah, it would have to be the
The blackout was just a bad contact.
I'll slash through this
yeah, there we
mystery.
go. I don't quite know what you mean by bad contact.
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure.
Oh, okay.
It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
And then that's
The
all
blackout
the
occurred during that
stuff we did
1 second when
beforehand.
the system switched over.
Hey! He ran away! A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
Yeah, is there really?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom, kill that mystery phantom!
Hey!
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed
Means
main
there was a
control
window
system
of
was in
time.
Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then
Did
why
it
did
cause
the main control
the
system fail?
blackout?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how. Huh. In that case, I
Oh,
knew it! A mystery is blocking you!
rock.
Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
The control system was lost when car 1
So
was...
this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing, the blackout, the train shaking. Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy
Shaking?
it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout... I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Ooh, barrel time.
Try to solve it lickety-split!
Oh, I can just... What happened when the train shook? And car 1
Twirling,
was...
twirling.
The control system was lost. And car 1 was... Just back up because car 1 was gone.
You can do it, Master!
Detached.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Might be. Place.
Go, go, go! That's right!
The
Made it in the nick of time!
catch. Man, why do you go so slow?
That's right! Go, go, go!
Detach Ed. Oh, so 1 and 5 were switched and the front car was burned. That was why the plate was missing.
Should it be that
We couldn't
the
actually see there
first
was car
was
5.
separated from the train?
Convenient how they were near identical to each other.
Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now. Master, I don't
Yeah, if the
really
car was
get it.
detached, how did it
What do you mean the first car was cut off?
how did it switch?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Watch out!
Yeah,
There
how
it
did they
is again. It's
switch
bigger than ever.
places?
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating.
Again?
We
It was
need to resolve the
transported
mystery
along
at
with the
hand.
entire
Given that the first car was
car,
cut
but how
off
did that
so that the
happen?
body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this. Lay it all out, Master. Are you ready to play the Shinigami
onto
puzzle?
the entire
Keep that up. Go, go, go. Keep that
car.
up.
But then again, once again, how did they switch places? I mean, it's not like the DK Express in Mario Party 8. You can't just pick up the car and move it.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense.
Oh, okay, you just got super powered.
The first car is at the front of the train. Aphex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Yeah, exactly.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? The blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity!
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing! Because they're all wrong from the very beginning!
Alright, where is this gonna take us? Red herring route map and distorted plate.
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate Car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
Oh, nope, okay. Well, track that we know way to change the order of the cars. Multiple tracks might be as possible.
So it shook.
Wait. Oh yeah, there was that little like roundabout.
Twice near the tunnel.
You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate Car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the
Train cars around.
There we go.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to
Oh, and that's
switch out
why the
train
backup
cars.
power turned on. That's how the other cars still got to move. So the two cars separated.
The first
The
time
backup
train
power
showed was
came
before
on.
entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
And what happened to car
You're
5?
right. The first car moved all the way to the back.
Unless I don't
Normally,
understand.
it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special.
control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then Car 1 can function on its own. Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up.
No, that doesn't
No,
make sense to tell Car
That's
5.
crazy.
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Oh, barrel time.
Let's work
Oop.
together as a team.
To start, the Amaterasu Express was a blank train car. Five?
Tick tock, tick tock. That's not it.
What? Was it 6?
That's wrong.
4?
That's right.
4 train car. Number 1-5 would be swapped? When one was going ahead, one was going back?
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can access the fifth car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
Oh.
So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another Car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the Car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
If the real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it.
So if we would have checked the infirmary, it wouldn't have been the same
All
one.
in on it.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other Car 1. If there was another Car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original Car 1.
The infirmary.
For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary would be different from how I broke it.
Yeah.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
And what if you
I
didn't?
think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit.
It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
Explode!
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit. That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right.
Why did that suddenly get so loud? Oh, big stairs. Lots of stairs. Stairs and
Everything
platforms.
feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first
Okay.
car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
Probably some secret
I keep
magic.
telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
He knows more about this labyrinth than you do.
What is this?
Castle.
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of
Fort
protection,
of
I bet the truth is
lies.
in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
Alright, let's get him, I guess. Oh, you're big now. Okay. God, Shinigami?
Shinigami's tutorial
From last stand
order.
of Phantom tear through all obstacles, mega size. God, great onset destroyer. Oh,
Let's do this,
alright.
Master. Oh,
As we had gigantic iron balls released from Phantom's fortress with a corresponding kick.
no one can stop me!
The school closes in and the screen slows down. Press the button to attack.
What?
I won't let you have the truth.
I see.
Boy whose walls with corresponding tackle.
Blech.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I
Jump
see.
over.
Easy peasy. Watch out.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check.
Other obstacles.
Come on.
Ensure
hurry
without a
up,
solution key. With the window, pick a key of the country's statement.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
No! There are traces of a swap! The warped plate from Car 5! The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5.
That's why the
That's
entire
why you
car
made
was
extra
burned.
Sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I go.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned. But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Sorry, with the
Looks
solution
like we need
key.
another solution key to boom kill him.
Blood
Good luck,
stains.
Master.
Blood
There
stains.
is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
Your blood?
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass.
Oh yeah.
When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case! Huh?
Nice.
I'm not done yet!
Are you though?
He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there!
Probably hiding under the bed or something.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car. Probably someplace safe.
Spot selection. Door. Control A. Connecting door. Yeah, that was locked, wasn't it? Maybe?
Here.
Yeah, 'cause that
Culprit
was
was hiding
locked.
inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work! I'd call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left
Yeah, he's
is
not
to
even
finish him off.
standing. He's kind of kneeling.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Sword.
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Master solution key. Oh, okay, so this is like the end of the case thing from Danganronpa.
Time to expose this crime. The cheats and everything.
Through all the yeah, it takes place like a comic.
Answer somewhere inside your
Correct
head,
piece
Master.
is corresponding deduction gap.
This could be the clincher.
This can be of my solving mysteries.
There's only one truth.
Yeah, okay. How do I... There we go. We even had to... put there. And... oh, I guess I have to solve things first. Let's see. Thing on the floor. No. Let's see. These are just ones that don't have them. Alright. That's where that goes. Now we have more unlocked. Knockout Dragon, that would have been the beginning. Right there. Blackout. That. The blackout would have happened there. That's the main control room. detachment. Car 1. Happened after exiting the tunnel. It's nice that they don't give you like a time limit for this. Train detachment. Okay. That's that. There's the lock, you get out. Take the cushion, put it there. Get under the bed. What does this say? What did the culprit burn? Okay, so that was number plate. That. And then final one. Just a feather. Did you always have that feather? You always had that feather. Probably always had that feather. Woohoo! Case solved.
Step right up, step right up! 5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement!
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit's scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
I guess it's a good thing you got into the other cars before
On the
it started
train,
moving.
The master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
I bet the culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
So you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a dead god, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then, they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse! And here I thought chivalry was dead! What a gentleman! I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, Car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing!
I caught a glimpse of Zelch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
That hit didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zelch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must be why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time, huh? They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached Car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in the glass? Take a guess.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
What about the juggling?
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the Car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
At this time, the culprit was riding in Car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize Car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to Car 4. Now behind Car 4, that car became Car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in Car 1, attached it to the back of Car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional additional shaking occurred inside my blouse. Put the power state on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, this is a despairingly brilliant idea!
This is a very
Train
lengthy
arrived in
recap
car
sequence.
It
I don't think it
connected
needed to be
different,
this drawn
prearranged
out.
car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it! That really turns me on!
You mean pisses me off, right?
Yeah, what you saying there, Shinigami?
During
Shinigami?
that time, the
Shinigami.
culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised Car 1. And waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander!
It was you!
This is the truth I've uncovered!
Woohoo!
Is that it?
Now he is all floaty.
What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit. Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Kill it.
Now it's time for the main event! Here we go! It's my time to shine!
It's punishment time.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Through into the final mystery labyrinth!
Oh, you have wings. Instinct could use a bit of work here, but yeah, it's been awesome.
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken yet. The Peacekeepers will take care of you.
And
We
your
have
lip
all
syncing
the
is
time in the
terribly
world.
off.
Huh?
Ah!
Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's Zilch! He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion! What a waste of time! Take him away!
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so I had to enjoy the view for a bit.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem. Take him away! What? He's dead?
Oh.
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
Did you kill him?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed.
And they die.
But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't tell me.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
I mean, he killed
Then
people.
that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail. You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits!
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
He was a
He
murderer!
was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
I don't
saying.
think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so.
Ah!
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this?
Yes.
You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now! You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation!
No, I didn't mean...
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it! You're under arrest! Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either! Take him away!
Well, okay.
Oh, wait! Hold on just a second. Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You!
It's all
Oh, hello.
good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to
Oh.
follow orders from the higher
Hello,
ups,
blue hair
so,
guy.
let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Let's go.
So who are you, guy?
Thank goodness that worked out.
Who is he?
Beats me?
Alright, well then. That was a lot to get through, and I think that's where I'm gonna have to end it off for today. Got a new person here, which is fun, but I believe that's where we have to end off. So thank you to everyone who stopped by, anyone who might have followed. Next stream should be tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe Splatoon. Splatoon or Minecraft, one of those two. Depends on how I feel, but anyways, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!